In today's video essay, I'll be explaining how semen retention gives you the power to say no in order to manifest your desires. Let's begin. Infinite leverage of the digital medium makes it difficult for anyone to act and stay present. You're probably already wondering, what is the point of this video essay? I'm just going to skip or go to the next video. But before you do, pause and recognize how badly trained your attention is due to the routine exposure to algorithm slot machine style content. I understand. Old habits die slowly, which is why I don't judge. In order to inoculate oneself against falling into the trap of zombie-esque content consumption, one has to turn down the proverbial volume or bullshit around them. This could be as simple as meditation. However, meditation may not be enough. Take for instance the meme culture around decision fatigue. In the past, I would often spend more time searching for something on Netflix than the time I would actually spend watching a TV show. Such moments make me wonder, how do we say yes? How do we say no? Why is this so hard to even decide? I find this quandary fascinating and of course, even more relevant when one is pursuing a grander vision for their life. Decision fatigue appears to be a larger meta problem in society today, as it bleeds into all the little nooks and crannies of our lives. If the seemingly infinite digital medium is hard to navigate, what about the vast expanse of reality itself, the ultimate open world video game? We are blessed with the potential to be anything through our mind, speech, and actions, and yet decision paralysis is the new rising plague in the world today. It dawned on me during one of my extended stints on semen retention, lasting over a year, that this practice holds an often overlooked truth. For men, semen retention can be considered the master key to life, but not in the way one might think. Allow me to elaborate. I appropriated the term the master key from the Master Key Society. I've gone through their audiobooks which are available on YouTube. I included a link in the description. The channel features long-form audiobooks from prominent authors like Joseph Murphy, Charles Hannell, and Florence Scovel Shinn, who wrote The Game of Life and How to Play, a quick read that I highly recommend. Such audiobooks have given me an incredible perspective on the beauty and serendipity of life, which to my delight led me to Hermeticism, something I hope to further discuss on this channel as it enhances semen retention. Of course, for another time. Life's master key is not related to the number of days an individual is on semen retention. Frankly, it's foolish to think the number of days means anything significant. Even time itself is an illusion. What I'm about to share is the most important truth about semen retention that many fail to appreciate. Even me at one point in my life. The moment you begin the journey on day one, you have the master key. You have the power instantly. The master key to life is the power of the word no. There's something I heard someone say, and I don't recall when or who exactly, but the individual remarked on how it's easier to say no to one thing at a time than to say yes to one thing, because when you say yes, you automatically say no to a whole suite of opportunities as an act of commitment. Allow me to illustrate. Imagine yourself deciding to travel to another country for a vacation. By this action alone, you are automatically saying no to hanging out with your friends in your home country within the same time period. A simple example, which I trust illustrates the concept I'm alluding to. One yes leads to many no's. When an individual says no to porn, no to masturbation, or perhaps even no to Netflix, one builds the strongest, most transient force that an individual can harness. In a previous video, I quote the adage, how you do one thing is how you do everything. When we learn to say no consistently, every day, against our deep primal desires, we are then able to reuse the power of no and apply it to every waking moment. Semen retention builds the resilience to say no for anything we want. If sex-deprived men living in a digitally frantic, content-saturated, anxious, hypersexualized culture can persevere to say no to masturbation, then they can achieve anything they put their mind to. When we hold in our mind's eye the grander vision of our life, we have to constantly adjudicate opportunities, oftentimes leading our mind to say no. This is how manifestation works. It's the power to say no. I do believe in more spiritual forces, beyond our perception, forces which are at work as I write this video essay, guiding me to say the correct thing. But it doesn't negate our duty to act and make decisions. When I said no to many opportunities in the past, despite the often intriguing prospects of these paths, the right one came about soon after. How can I tell if the opportunity was right? I can't explain it, nor do I care to. Semen retention calibrates one other important skill, the most important skill arguably. It unlocks your inner intuition. So when the right opportunity comes by, we can easily say yes through the power of the sixth sense. Unfortunately, people with porn addiction, trauma, and other adverse neuroses in their psychological makeup are unable to tap into their sixth sense and fail to say no to withstand the endless battering of the world's bullshit. Many individuals like my old self, who have endured negative events, turn to maladaptive behaviors like pornography to cope with their inner emotional turmoil. Often we become people pleasers, avoiding confrontation because past experiences punished us unfairly when we asserted ourselves. Therefore, I don't think semen retention is the answer, but it's merely a tool, albeit a powerful tool if one sees the potential. It's more important to look into our psyche to acknowledge these maladaptive behavioral traits so we can clear the garbage to ensure the sixth sense is working correctly. If the sixth sense is a kitchen, one has to keep it clean to keep cooking. There was a point in my life 10 months ago where I masturbated every day for 8 days, using only memories of intimate encounters. This was after an extensive stint on semen retention. Like cleaning my kitchen every day, I still woke up, did my routine, and the opportunities came my way. My intuition was working better than ever, but I'm the first to admit that more healing was required. I was fine. Nothing bad happened. I was still able to be fully present and intimate with women. However, I can use the power of no anytime. As I prepared this video essay and reflected on my many stints of semen retention, it was apparent that overcoming porn addiction, not the semen retention, really changed my life. As I said earlier, I do believe in the grand infinite intelligence of spiritual forces, and in my case, my relationship to God, but those are the behind-the-scenes workings of life that we are not privy to. It became clear to me that this is also a critique of all these grifting, slimy manifestations, so-called gurus on YouTube. All we have to do is learn to say no to anything unrelated to our vision. Of course, with room for error and exploration. And eventually, your manifestations will come to pass. It's that simple. And unfortunately, people complicate it. As Confucius once said, life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Before I sign off, I have a little bonus nugget. Still raw, but I need to refine it further. I'm mostly focused on men in this video essay as semen retention is strictly a male practice. Here's another piece of symbolism for men to consider. If a man becomes confident in their abilities to say no, then the woman chooses his love, says yes, which is an automatic no to other men. This is the yin and yang of the masculine and feminine. For men to manifest our desires, we have to say no more often than yes, but a woman is able to manifest their desires not from celibacy, but rather choosing a man who can confidently say no against the world. The masculine force of strength and perseverance, and the feminine infinite beauty of everlasting potential and promise, working together as the engine of the cosmos. Thank you for your time. I am God's orphan. This is my real voice with a pitch shifter. I'm a man who overcame porn addiction by a deep exploration of my psyche. These are my ruminations, years in the making. I've delved into science, religion, spirituality, philosophy, psychology, mysticism, psychedelics, and other esoteric occult traditions as a means to transcend my addiction. I broke free, and now it's my turn to help you. Welcome to the resistance. Join us by subscribing for more content on overcoming porn addiction. There's no shame in a good fight. I'm merely an ally, but you're the hero. Continue your struggle. Pain is freedom. Fight on. This is God's Orphan, signing off.